Hello guys, my name is Mac Benedict Torres from Group 1. So, this video is to showcase one representative Filipino writer and his or her literary work, each from the region of the Philippines. So, I will be starting from the region 1, which is entitled Rosales Saga. The Rosales Saga, also known as the Rosales Novels, is a series of 5 historical and political novels written by Filipino national artist F. Chanel Jose. Chronologically, it is composed of five interconnected novels, namely Poon, written in 1984, 3, written in 1978, My Brother, My Executioner, written in 1973, The Pretenders, written in 1962, and Mass, written in 1973. The Rosales Saga traced the 5 generations of 2 families, namely the Samsons, poor farmers, and the Asperi, wealthy mestizos. Through Spanish and American periods in the history of the Philippines until the period after Philippine independence, Jose began writing the series in 1962 and completed it in 1984.
Author Eman Lacaba from Cagayan Valley, Region 2. Literary work, Awit ni Kuwala. The story began from a flashback of a crying woman having an abortion. She was accompanied by a man named Cesar with an old woman, an abortionist. Kuwala, the pregnant woman, was pleading them to stop but was ignored. After that, she was shown by burying her child under a tree.
Swan the Good Guesser, written by Lolita Rodriguez, a literary work from Region 3. Swan was a clever, sharp-witted boy. One day, the ring of the Dato's daughter disappeared. The Dato called for volunteers to find the lost ring, and Swan's mother presented Swan to the Dato. That evening, when the soldiers stood around Swan in a semicircle, Swan pointed at each one of them and said, "The ring is here and nowhere else." Later, the guilty soldier gave the ring to Swan in exchange of promising him his safety. The next morning, Swan came to the palace with a turkey in his arms. The turkey was then killed, and the ring was found inside it. So Swan became the princess's husband. One day, the Dato proposed a bet with anyone who wished to prove Swan's guilt. Another Dato came and bet Swan that he could not tell the number of seeds in his orange. At midnight, Swan secretly heard their conversation, and from it, he learned the number of seeds in the orange. The next morning, he said boastfully, "I tell you, your orange has 9 seeds." And he won the treasure. Hoping to recover his loss, the Dato came again. This time, he had with him 14 cascos full of gold. He asked Swan to tell him what was inside the golden ball. Swan had no idea whatever as to what was in the ball, so he said scornfully, "Nonsense! That is right, that is right!" shouted a man. "The ball contains 9 cents." So Swan won again. From now on, nobody doubted Swan's merits.
Hi guys, this is my vlog presentation about Region 4 author in his literary work. Region 4, Batangas. Poem. Author, Junjun Villanueva. His literary work, Barong Tagalog, Carrying the Style and Wearing a True Legacy. Strand of the saintly pineapple fibers from the superbly prickly pieces of leaves, refined by the nifty naked hands of the great sophisticated artisans. Beyond this unequaled plant is a peculiar product exists. Only native Filipinos, Tagalog can procreate an art of aesthetic craftsman. The fabric of my historical breed, versatile apparel, suits for a formal affairs. weddings from 20 meters of silk processed and produced.
Author Rudy F. Alan, Bicol Region. Literary work PS Sonnet 2. Sonnet 2 continues the argument and theme from Sonnet 1. This time through the imagery of military, winter, and commerce. Time again is a great enemy, singeing the youth brow, leaving breaches, wrinkles, and his face, deriving his good looks. Beauty is a conceit of the treasure that decay unless true love. It's natural in grace. Marrying and having children is made possible.
What's up guys, it's me Chris Bautista. For today's video, we're gonna be talking about Philippine literature. Ramon Mozones was a writer and a lawyer and a posthumous recipient of the National Artist of the Philippines for Literature Award in the Philippines in 2018. He wrote in Hiligaynon and popularized Hiligaynon literature. Region 6, Western Visayas, has a very rich literature. It is commonly known as Panayanon or Hiligaynon literature, for consisting all forms of literatures from the island of Panay, Iloilo, Antique, Capiz, and Aklan, and even from the island of Guimaras and Negros Occidental. Collection of local and regional literatures show literary appreciation made by creative imagination and intelligence of the ancestors and even of generations influenced by Western and other foreign cultures. Through Hiligaynon language, which is the lingua franca of the region, Panayanon preserve its strong sense of identity and value their own heritage.
Region 7, Central Visayas. Bilog na itlog ni Al Santos. Malungkot na naman si bitlog na itlog na manok. Tinutokso na naman siya ng mga kalarong itlog. Sabi ng inahing manok, "Bitlog, ang buwan ng isinilang si bitlog, kaya iba ang kanyang ayos. Hindi matulis ang toktok, hindi malaki ang batok, madalas ipares sa bala, labo at holen si bitlog. Kaya minsan, umalis siyang masama ang loob. Pupunta ako sa malayong pook." Sabi niya, nagpagulong-gulong at nagpaikot-ikot. Nakita ng araw si bitlog sa isang taniman. "Bakit ka nalungkot?" tanong ng araw kay bitlog. "Tinutokso nila ako dahil sa aking ayos." "Walang masama sa pagiging bitlog," sabi ni araw. "Masdan mong mabuti ang aking ayos." Bilog. Pareho pala tayong bilog. Tawang-tawang sigaw ni itlog.
Hello everyone, I am Giselle Jean and I am here in front of you to introduce two famous authors and their literary works, namely Ilumina Adolescente from Region 8 and Emilio Alvarez Enriquez from Region 9. Let's start with Ilumina Adolescente and his famous work entitled An Iroy na Tuna, which means it is sweet to live in one's motherland. In the next stanza, it talks about the persona's first experience at school. What comes next is the continuation of the first borrowed line, describes that at home, everyone is a friend. Now let's talk about Emilio Alvarez Enriquez' literary work entitled The Devil of Flower that was first published in 1959, one of the novel in the island of Mindanao. Infused with sensuality and drama, the book was rich in portrayal of cultural tradition, love, tragedy, religion, and violence characterizing Filipino society in the early 20th century.
Angela Manalang Gloria is an author from Region 10, Northern Mindanao. One of her literary pieces is entitled Any Woman Speaks. This short poem was about a persona who thinks highly of herself. The persona believes that she is above among others. She even got disappointed and called the stranger who passed her blind just because that stranger didn't notice that the persona holds the world's true glamour that she believes she is.
Hello everyone, I'm Lawrence Anthony and I'm here in front of you to introduce one famous author in his literary work named Jaime Lim from Region 12 and one of his famous literary work titled Sun, a short story. In the story, the man wanted a son desperately. It did not seem unreasonable demand because all young husbands must have wanted the same thing. He thought whether they said so or not, a son to bear the family name to fulfill his own sweet lost ambitions to carry the illusions of immorality. He had grown up in a house full of overprotective and doting sisters.
Hello guys, I'm back again. So this time I was assigned in Caraga region. So this time I will be telling a poem from Caraga by Ilin Tupas, which is entitled 5 Math Poems. I'm tired of being a zero vector with no direction, no dimension, and no magnitude. What I need is another element, but that would be a contradiction of my definition.
May Day Eve, a short story from NCR written by Filipino national artist Nick Joaquin. As Don Badoy Mantilla comes home to his old home at Intramuros, Manila, late at night, he finds his grandson chanting an old spell in front of a mirror. Memories of his youth came back. He recalled how he fell in love with Agita, a young woman who resisted his attack. Agita learned that she would be able to know her future husband by reciting an incantation in front of a mirror. As she recited the words, "Mirror, mirror, show to me him whose woman I will be," Badoy saw Agita. Badoy and Agita got married. Don Badoy told his grandson that every time he looks at a mirror, he only sees a witch. Witch is Agita. However, Don Badoy learned from his grandson that he was described by Doña Agita through their daughter as a devil when she originally performed the same ritual. Don Badoy ponders on love that has dissipated. The truth was revealed. Badoy and Agita had a bitter marriage, which began in the